Hey everyone, I'm here to show you how to play Laäg, a dexterity game by the staff at Tabletop Board Game Cafe, who took our thousands of hours of teaching and playing games with a diverse audience and used that experience to make something fun, easy, and accessible. Set up a playing field like this, one team on each side. In the game, you'll be taking turns moving your pawns and shooting discs at your opponent's pawns. If you knock down all 3 of your opponent's pawns 3 times, the game is over. The dash. Before the game starts, each player takes turns using the movement puck to move their pawns. This point in the game is called the dash. If you hit any piece of the game while using the movement puck, that pawn forfeits movement for the round, the movement does not count, and the pawn stays in its starting position. Once the dash is over, it's time for the game to start. Each round consists of players going back and forth choosing one pawn to complete actions. A round is over once all the pawns have either taken a turn or have been knocked over. On your turn, select a pawn that is standing up that has not taken its turn this round. That pawn has the option to move and then must either shoot or charge a shot. Movement is done by placing the movement puck where the pawn was located and flicking it where you want the pawn to move. Remember, if the puck hits anything while flicking, the movement does not count. After your pawn moves or does not move, you may now shoot or charge a shot. If you decide to shoot, place a shooting puck within 1 puck distance of your pawn and flick. If it hits and knocks over a pawn, that pawn gets 1 hit on its scoring die. The pawn that got hit remains down on the table the rest of the round and will not take a turn this round. Instead of shooting, a pawn may charge a shot. Place the shooting puck on top of the pawn. At the beginning of the next round, if it is still standing, that pawn will have the chance to flick that puck from the top. If the shot is successful, it does 2 hits instead of 1 to the pawn it strikes. Pawns that are charging a shot cannot move until they have flicked their shot. Once the pawn has taken its turn, flip it over to show that it is done for the round. Once all standing pawns have taken their turn, the round is over. Flip each pawn upright and stand up any pawn that hasn't been hit 3 times. Pawns that have been hit 3 times will remain on the playing field as obstacles. First play rotates to the other team and a new round begins. Once you hit your opponent's pawns 3 times each, the game is over. If you flick a shot off the table, the pawn that took the shot takes 1 hit. Knocking a pawn over with an obstacle does not count as a hit. Stand that pawn back up. When standing pawns back up, tilt them as if they were hinged to the table. Try to shoot at pawns that haven't taken their turn. It will reduce your opponent's turns this round. Take cover and then plan a charge shot. This will allow you to be protected while you wait to shoot.